Hello everybody. So it is Tuesday. I am leaving in about a minute. I'm gonna go get my hair done. I got it done recently, but I've always wanted the balayage, so I'm so excited. But I want to go ahead and kind of film my before so you can see what my hair looks like now. I wore black just so that you could kind of see it a little bit better, and I'm so excited to go get my hair done. I've wanted my hair with like the kind of ombre balayage look probably for like the past, I hate saying balayage because our balayage or balayage, like I've wanted it for probably like the last 6 or 7 years. So the fact that I'm finally getting it done and I'm excited about it is huge. So huge. I've gone to a couple of people and a couple of them were always like, well, that's not in style, so I'm not gonna do that. And I'm thinking to myself, I think my mom even was the one that said to one of the ladies, like, if she wants a freaking pink stripe in her hair in the front and then like a leopard on the side, like, you do it. Like, don't like tell me you can't do something because that's what I want. So yes, this is a before. All right, I'm back home. What do you guys think? So today is a relaxing day. I just tanned. Fresh tan. Steve and I have another way. I feel like every single time I vlog, it's when we're going to weddings. That's it. We have another wedding to go to tomorrow. It's Steve's cousin that's getting married, so I thought I'd do another vlog. I'm gonna go put my contacts in. I haven't worn my contacts in 3 years, maybe? 2 years, probably 2 years. Because every time I put them in, my eyes like burn. Like after 3 or 4 hours of wearing them, my eyes start to burn and they hurt really bad. So I kind of want to put them in to see if they are good. Because I want to wear them for tomorrow so I can like see what's going on. I'm not gonna be able to see anything.
The first thing in the bag is this thing. And this is from the brand Hey Honey, and I'm pretty sure I've my face before I sat it down, and then I did my eyebrows. So my face is clean. Oh, let me do like more mud-like.
Okie doke, nails are all done. Tan is still on. I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and I have a trial tomorrow morning at like 9:30, so I think I might set up my table now so I don't have to do it in the morning because I'm still working on my back room slash trial room. I know the paint colors I want. I know everything that I want to do to this room, but it's a disaster. Do you guys want a sneak peek? Alright, so this is the room. Like this is, we have like a French door going in. So this is gonna be my trial room. It looks, it looks 50 times worse than it is on camera. Oh my god, this is horrible. So this actually used to be my sister and my like computer and homework room, where this was my desk with my computer on it. We would sit here for hours and hours and hours and talk to our friends on AOL, and then this was my sister's desk. So we would just sit here. We would have like dinner back here together. We never had dinner together as a family, but anyway. So this is the, hi, how are you, little pretty? So this was like our computer room, and then it just became like a storage room once we all got laptops and didn't need to sit back here. So now I'm creating this into like my trial room. I just started cleaning it all out like last weekend, and so I actually threw out like 2 bags already of stuff. So I'm still in the process of cleaning it out. I think I'm gonna come back here again on Monday over the weekend and start cleaning more. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this desk over here, and then I want to get like little chairs over here for when brides come and they bring like their mom or friends or something, so I can have chairs here. I have a Keurig that actually Steve's mom's gave me, so I want to make like a little coffee station. I'm going to paint this whole room. It's not going to be red anymore. I want to get new curtains. I just want to get a bunch of stuff to hang on the wall, and so yeah, it's still a work in progress. It's going to probably take, I'm hoping it won't take too long. I just really have to get all the stuff out of here and then we can start decorating. But yes, this is the room. But so this is the room that I'm changing into my trial room. So right now when it comes to doing trials, do you have a little itch? Do you get it, Wayne? So I think since I have a trial really early, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm also gonna make that my little office. And that trial room is also gonna be like my little office. I'm gonna have all my stuff back there so I don't have everything all over the house. That's my problem. I literally have so many papers all over, and I get like scent makeup, and so makeup sits on the dining room table, and it's it's a disaster. So I think I'm gonna set up the dining room table for my trial tomorrow so I don't have to worry about it in the morning because my trial is at 9:30 and then, you know, I can get ready for this wedding. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. On my way to the Becca event in New York City. I'm so excited. This school bus next to me, first of all, kids are just walking around on it. I'm trying to call Steve. Second, the back of the bus says suck you know what. That's really inappropriate for like 3-year-olds. Okay. Did you not fucking see me, lady? Okay. Bus literally just cut me off. Hate people. Hate. Like, did you not, oh my God. You need to renew your license, ma'am. I'm currently on my way into New York City. I was invited to another Becca event, which is so exciting. I hope you can see me, and I'm very excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I believe it's for the launch with our new lipsticks, which is really exciting. And this is the very first vlog in my brand new car. Literally, this car stressed me out to the max buying this. That's why you've seen in like my recent tutorials that my skin was just out of whack, because I went to the dealership, a different dealership actually, because I wanted to get this car. So we went to another dealership, my mom and I, just to see, you know, what my options were, what was going on, how much my pricing was, how much I was gonna have to pay in a car payment every single month. So we went, and the people were nice, but no. But they literally would not help my mom and I negotiate. They would not like talk us through anything. And so what happened was, I had put down a deposit on a car, which, let me just say, it was black on black in the interior, which I'm glad I got the tan. I love the tan 1,000 times more. But anyway, so I had put a deposit down on that car. I literally put my head in the car. So that was the car that I was going to get and I put my money down on. So my dad calls the next day. I had put the deposit down just because when I went to look, it was 4th of July, and the 4th of July savings was only going to be for one more day. So the deal that we were talking about was only going to be good for one more day. So I put down a deposit just to hold the deal, and then I would get the deposit back. So then, the way that it was going, first of all, my dad called back the next day, said that I was looking at a 2017, or I put the deposit down on a 2017 Acura RDX black with tan. First of all, no. I literally put my head in the car that I put a deposit down on. The man wrote down the number that was on the car. I remember exactly. And he completely told my dad something completely different. So anyway, first of all, that was my first strike. I was like, that's a little shady, one, because that's not the car I put the deposit down on. And then I don't know what happened. I think it was because my guy wasn't there the next day. They pushed it over to this other guy named Steve, which, never trust people named Steve. So then this Steve gets into the mix, and I don't know what happened, but he was such a total you-know-what, and would not budge on the price, would not budge on anything. There were so many details about this deal, but anyway, was not like at all, was not helping at all. So long story short, my dad calls a different Acura dealership, so helpful, so nice, brought the price down of this car by thousands compared to what the other dealership did, and they were so nice and so sweet. So long story short, we went with the other dealership, went on my birthday, got this car. Then after I got this car, we called the other place to get my deposit back, and they said, okay, first of all, they were not nice. They're like, okay, well, text me the number. Not like, you know, working with my own business and you have to be customer service, you have to be everything with me. So if it was me, I'd be like, you know, well, thank you so much for everything you've done. It's been a pleasure working with you, but it was just, you know, text me your card info, we'll put it on there and it will go. Like, show like what? Then I waited a week, never got my money back. The day I contacted them for them to give me my money back, it miraculously went into my account, which is so like coincidental. Like, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Needless to say, I got the car of my dreams. Such a relief for me to finally have this car, because there was so much stress going back and forth with getting this car. And then there was so much stress last week. So my skin literally went insane. Thankfully, it's calmed down. It still doesn't look the best, which I'm kind of upset about since I'm going to this event. But, you know, end of the day, I'm very thankful that I worked hard to get the car that I wanted. And I'm finally sitting in it, and I get to drive and go everywhere that I want. And it's just, it's such a weight off my shoulders, you know. Let's call this mofo. If he don't answer, I swear. Steven.
Forwarded to an auto.
Oh, he's playing. Girl bot, whatever. Something on Friday. Oh, here we go. Hello?
Hi.
Why aren't you answering my calls?
I didn't hear my phone.
Don't be playing with me, Steve. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's cute.
It's you.
Aw, thanks, hon. It's 91 degrees out. Why is it so hot?
Oh, that's great.
It's hot out.
Yeah, it is.
And you know me when it's hot out.
Yeah, I do.
Ew, I just passed a kid and he was literally picking his nose like real bad.
Nice.
Nice. So, they were in the left, I was in the right. Isn't that a Keith Urban song? Lyric? Anyway.
Alright.
Alright, love you.
Love you too.
Bye, hon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate on driving. So I will be back later. That little paw ain't gonna work. No, you need to back up a little. Chanel. Hello, everybody. Are you gonna vlog with me today? So last night was so much fun at the Becca event. It was so exciting. I always am so grateful when I'm invited to them. This is my third Becca event, and it was so much fun. It was different than the other ones because it wasn't a huge amount of people there. So it was nice. It wasn't like a crazy huge place. Like the last one we went to was like 3 floors, and it was nice to just kind of have it a very, you know, low-key, not huge, crazy, extravagant party. It was still an amazing party. They had so much going on, and it was cool because they have 8 new lipstick colors. The party was for the launch of their new lipsticks, and so it was cool because they had like little stations with each lipstick color, and each one had a different like cocktail concoction that they came up with for each lipstick. Unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person to have 8 drinks, so when you first walked in, you got a little bit of like a punch thing, and it had vodka in it. It was quite strong. And so I had some of that, and then they were passing around some more alcohol, and I had like an espresso, I think it was an espresso martini or something, which was pretty good. It was like coffee, and you guys know me with coffee, so I loved it. But I only had like 2 drinks, but the 2 drinks I had was not much. I literally like sipped it the whole time. Like I said, it's so cool to go to those events, even though I don't know a single person when I go. You know, I talked to the people from Becca, and Carrie Cole was there, and she's always at the events, and so I talk with her. I talk with everybody from Becca, but when it comes to the other people that are invited, I don't know anybody. And of course you make small talk with people, and so the first person that I really started to talk to last night, I have always been the kind of person where if I get hot, if I get overheated, I literally start to have like a heat stroke. I've had a couple in my life. I remember one that was so bad. I remember I was down the shore at my aunt's house, get dizzy. When that happens, you know, your sound gets weird and everything. And so I had to stick my head under the faucet for like a good hour to snap myself out of it. So last night there was like, I I'm gonna say an hour left of the event, and I'm sitting, you know, I'm standing talking with this girl. Like I said, first time I had met her, and we're talking. She's asking me about what I do. I was telling her everything, telling her about, you know, how I do makeup for weddings and things like that. In the middle of talking with her, everything starts to get blurry. I start to get really hot. And mind you, it was quite hot in this space. Like, I don't know if there was air conditioning in it, but they had just like little tiny air conditioners all over. And obviously it wasn't enough because there was a good amount of people. I started to like freak out a little inside. And so thankfully there was like a vanity next to me where they had the lipstick set up and they had a stool. So I pulled the stool over, like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I'm feeling very dizzy right now. So I pulled the stool over. I think I stumbled a little and I just sat down and literally had like a mini heat stroke. And so the girl was so sweet. She went and got me a glass of water. So I just downed the water. I sat in this chair. Literally, I'm not even kidding, I was so hot, and I think I was just so nervous because I thought, God, if I have to go to the freaking hospital in New York City, it will be the longest night of my life. And, you know, my family and Steve are like an hour away plus. So I was like, they're never gonna get to me. So I'm thinking to myself, just sit down, relax, drink water, don't stand up. So I sat on this little stool for like 35 minutes. The whole time I was just so nervous and so hot, and my anxiety was literally like through the roof, that I was just sweating so much under my jumpsuit. I was like a mess. And I was like, of course this happens at an event. I thought, actually, don't freaking pass out in front of these people. So thankfully I didn't pass out and nothing bad happened. Oh my God, it was like a disaster. Other than me literally almost passing out at a Becca Cosmetics event, the night was a lot of fun. I'm just gonna kind of take it easy today. I think I might do a blog post. And another thing I'm gonna do is drink water heavily. It also didn't help that it was 96 degrees out yesterday, but that's besides the point.